Welcome Bala, Arun, Suraj, Sai Vaishnavi, welcome. Good. Nageshwari, how are you gonna? Balaji, welcome. Good evening. Pavitraji, Sai Tej, Dilip, good. Prasant, welcome Kanna. Good evening. Janhavi, how is Mysore? Chinchu, welcome. Dilip Kumar, Muruhanandam, welcome. Shagid, Bhavesh, Hari, good evening Kanna. Good evening. Very good. Anushman, welcome Kanna. Sanjay, good evening. Yeah, very good evening to all of you. Welcome to Premier Academy webinar series. Today, apt topic, interesting topic, guidance to face CA examination during COVID time. The topic is apt because it's applicable for July as well as December examination, July or December examination as the case may be. Now, what are all the guidance you have to follow, how you have to protect yourself, how you have to cool down yourself to deliver the same. I would like to invite our Premier Academy alumni, our proud student, chartered accountant, Mathuvanthe. She's a practicing chartered accountant. Her career background is very nice. The journey is very nice, interesting. She can be the person to give the motivational speak rather than what the COVID situation about the CA exam. After completing BE electronic EC, am I right? After completing BE EC and after rendering services, she went for the job in software as a software developer. 3 years experience in the what company. Thereafter, happily she got married. Then she has joined CA examination even after completing BE, and she has secured All India level 40th rank. It's a rank holder, All India level 40th rank. And she came to Chennai for attending the class. Sharmunathan sir's pet student. She wrote all the test series also. These are all not a big thing. If I'm going to say she is coming to Chennai, she came to Chennai, she attended the class, she wrote all the tests. And test also, all the tests, she used to torture us to get the question paper. In that manner, she used to write. And she won't leave us to give the what solution. We have to give the guidance also. Why I'm telling all those things means, in spite of having 2 kids in that age, in that stage, she has written the examination and she got All India level 40th rank. It's not an easy task at all. After getting married itself, pursuing the course is very difficult. After having baby, it's very, very furthermore difficult. But that is called willpower. That is called ambition. She is a role model for many students. She has even lecture or motivational speech in our Premier Academy also. And she is going to say some few authenticated information, what and all you have to follow based on another background, because her husband is a high-level position in Department of Police. Due to professional ethics, we don't want to disclose the same. So I will hand over the session to Mathuvanthe. Kindly, you can start now.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for the warm
And he's a teacher also. Best teacher for yes,
sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks for the brief introduction. I say my very good evening to all Harisar students. Sir was asking me to do this session, and we have planned for today. And the topic is there is nothing to panic with the topic. Guidance to face exams during COVID time. Guidance to face CA exam is an all-time hit topic. Any attempt to begin this topic Everyone will be after these videos, and I don't remember how many videos I saw before giving my attempts. How to write C exam, how to write C inter exam. So all these kind of ventures, despite knowing what has to be studied, how things has to be prepared, we venture into so many things like this. But I thought during these times of a pandemic, this is even more interesting and even more learn something. This is what we discussed, Hari sir and I discussed, that we should have a topic on preparation for the exams during the COVID times. And we are all kind of aware of the public interest litigation with the Supreme Court of India by the India-wide Parents Association and the institute, our mother institute. And there are a lot of discussions going on. Still, the exam is scheduled in the months of the end of July and in the month of August. So, how are you going to take it forward as a student? How the student's mind has to be tuned so that we face the exams in a better way. Because facing exams, CA exams is a challenge, and facing the exams during this pandemic time is another challenge. As we all know, all our students are divided into two categories. Like first category of students say, Madam, this is my last attempt, this is my do or die attempt. My father will not put me foot after this attempt. My mother will get me married after this attempt, like that. This is the situation we have. And there is another set of cool CA students where, like, no, I've prepared something 40 to 50% we have prepared and give my best here, but still I'm aiming for normal attempt only. This attempt I will give my best. So we are in this type of categories. Every single attempt of CA has these type of students. Do or die situation people, people who are like attempting for the better performance in the next attempt. So what I would suggest is we have to be very careful in how we prepare for writing the exams. And without this pandemic situation, generally how we prepare for the CA exams, we prepare the institute material, we prepare extra materials, we go for the revision test papers, we go for the mock test papers, we go for the compilation of suggested answers, we go for all these kind of solved past exam question papers, everything. We get thorough with them. This is one way we prepare for the exam. Now, during this pandemic time, there is an extra precaution which we students should take care while going for an exam. There are a lot of things which we have to carry with us in addition to the pen, paper, calculators, all these things we take. Of course, we need a face mask, we need a hand sanitizer, we need a lot of extra mental strength to accept what is happening. What could be the worst situation that can happen in an exam center? Other than person coming and sneezing straight on our face. Assume we are entering a center, someone comes and sneezes on our face. Not necessarily a center, even if we step out of our home and some neighbor walks by, he sneezes, we get panic. So how we students are ready to take care of all these situations is a very big question here. First thing, we have to stay in a very good peace of mind, peace of state of mind. There's nothing to panic in this situation. Stay calm, compose, prepare well. First preparation, prepare well. In the exam, 3 hours of exam, 2 o'clock, the answer sheet will be given. 5 o'clock, the exam will be wound up. 1:45, the question paper will be available. 1:45, question paper is received in our hand. From that time on, how we are planning for that exam is entirely required with our skill set. This is one part. Then going to the exam from the morning till the afternoon time, reach the exam center. All these things will depend upon how we are taking things in a mental way. So, not assuming, considering the situation in the state of Tamil Nadu, for example, not every district has got an examination center. Considering the southern districts, people from Kanyakumari may have to travel to Tirunelveli, it's like that. People from Tanjore have to travel to either Kumbakonam or Trichy, it's like that. So we may have to cross the district borders. This is one challenge which we have. And right now, the many governments in the states, they require e-passes to cross the district borders. So all those times we have to carry some kind of e-pass so that we can go and appear in the exam. Using the hall ticket, the admit card which we receive from ICI is a valid document to be attached for applying to an e-pass. They would really consider this. Or even in the easy end, there may be directions issued to the district administration, police administration, that if a student is showing his admit card or a hall ticket, you can admit him to cross the district border to appear for the examination. This is one small, these are the small things which we have to consider before planning for appearing for the exam. So every day morning, what I suggest you, my friends, every day morning you decide today you want to go to the exam or not, because only this situation, 2nd of July 2020, I am aware that I do not have any kind of infection right now. I am not sure about tomorrow's situation. I am not sure about day after tomorrow's situation. So situation is very dynamic. It is not static. This is what World Health Organization also has emphasized. The current situation is very dynamic. It changes every hour. So even certain countries who are very successful in getting control of this pandemic, they are kind of getting a lot of outbreaks here and there. And WHO has advised them to act on situational basis. Wherever things require, you can go for lockdowns, you can go for curfews. Wherever situation doesn't require, we can have for free movement, all those things. So this is something which is beyond our control, beyond our manpower and man control. So today's situation, we all know we are kind of very happy, safe, studying. Tomorrow's situation we do not know. So every day I would require my students or all my friends to exercise their judgment. Shall I go for today's exam or not? How is situation? How is situation I faced in the yesterday's exam date? So all those things you decide well, because life is very important. A lot of things are important in our life, and of course, CA is a part of our life. Until I completed CA, also, I was like, CA is my life. I want to become a chartered accountant. That is my life. After becoming a chartered accountant, I consider it's a part of one's life. And it's been like that for many chartered accountants as well. So becoming chartered accountant is like one motto, one ambition that should be always there. But at what cost? It should never come with the cost of risking our health. So this is very important. This is what I want to emphasize now. So two preparations, broad preparations, one preparation with respect to the curriculum, other preparation with respect to the health. Preparation with respect to curriculum, people, great people like Hari sir and all will be able to deliver such things better. With respect to health thing, we have to exercise our judgment every single day. Do you feel any kind of a body weakness in the morning? Do you feel like sneezing? Do you feel like coughing? Do you feel any breathlessness? You have to assess yourself every day morning. Check you're completely okay. Only if you're okay, we can be ready to step out of the home and to go for the exams. In case the exam centers are like 40 kilometers away, where we used to get inside a public transport bus, travel to that exam center, give the exams and come out like that. But right now, the situation is not that favorable. So, what the students can do, we can to make arrange for our own mode of transport. We have to have our own self transport methods, because we cannot expect for the public transport to be operating in another 1 month or so. So, we have to seek the help of our friends or our parents wherever we go, to call them, please come with us, drop us in the exam center, stay there for 3 hours, pick us back. All these things are kind of practical troubles are there. So be very, very wise while deciding if we have to appear for the exam. Again, there is this case which is going on regarding this opt-out scheme. So there are few talks like if a student doesn't appear for one particular exam, then that particular exam will be considered to be opted out by the student. Such kind of talks are also going there. Still, we have to wait for the final verdict so that we get a clear picture. So, right now, what we have to do, consider our safety. Even big business people, they tell 2020, the year 2020 is for survival. We have to survive. We have to be alive. For business, it's survival. For individual, it's being alive, the state of being alive. So we have to be really alive until this year end or until this pandemic comes to a closure, so that we can have all our ambitions. If someone feels like my center is not nearby, I may not be able to appear for this July attempt or August attempt, don't feel bad. If you are very much strong in your preparation, if you write in this July attempt, you will be first attempt pass. Is it that case? Then try for rank in case you are aiming for November attempt. I will just share my experiences how I could achieve a rank in the intermediate thing. I had my basic education regarding this accountancy thing from Tuticorin, from Dr. Tony Melvin sir. Then, with the blessings of my principal, Sri Ram sir, I reached Chennai. That's when I joined Premier Academy. I became a student of Hari sir and Shanmuganathan sir. And I attended the crash courses in and out. I still remember May 16 was my attempt, and March 1 to March 13, 2016 was the 13 days of crash course program organized by Harisa. All 13 days I was inside the CFM book. All 13 days I did this front to back to front revision, and giving 25% tests, 50% tests, and 100% tests. I did almost 7 to 8 revisions of CFM, and I went for the exam. While going towards the exam itself, I was so confident that I will clear this exam. And once coming out of the exam, I still remember calling Hari sir. Hari sir, do you remember the situation? After coming out from the exam center, I think the exam center was in Gopalpuram, DAV Chennai. I came out, I gave a call to Hari sir. Sir, I will definitely score more than 90 marks in this subject. In this paper, CFM, I'm going to score more than 90 marks. And CFM marks helped me in achieving ranks. So once we are very sure about our curriculum, the way we have prepared, then we can consider these health things into our mind. This is on one side where I could achieve a rank in the intermediate, whereas I have not achieved a rank in the final. I was just first attempt pass in final because of my family situations. I cannot travel from I was in Tirunelveli then. I cannot travel from Tirunelveli to Chennai for the classes, and I cannot afford to leave my family, come stay there. So with these situations, I did self study, and there I got the help of Sri Mohan sir, who is in turn a student of Hari sir, who helped me in getting through the finals. So somehow or the other, I have got the blessings of Hari sir. And one nice sentimental thing that Hari sir tells us right from the day I joined Freedom Academy for intermediate, Hari sir used to call me rank holder. I used to ask sir, sir, why do you call me rank holder? Sir, I just want to pass because I'm from engineering background. I'm just changing my stream. Sir said, no, no, you could become a rank holder. You're doing quite well. I was so happy when I got ranked. Then after preparing for finals, I was so feeling mentally down, like if I could really crack this exam is very tough to do on a self-preparation basis. One day I called Hari sir, sir, I'm preparing for finals like this. Sir. That time sir called me auditor. Then I confirmed that, okay, I'm going to get the exam passed because I got these kind of words from Hari sir like that. So we will have some kind of sentiments around. So just look into all these things also while appearing for the exam, preparation for the exam. Now let's consider some kind of health tips, what we have to follow. There are a lot of medications suggested by the governments, appropriate governments of the state. In the state of Tamil Nadu, they suggest for Kabasura Kudini. That is one herbal drink which we can have that is supposed to that's uh, expected to increase the immunity of a person. Kabasura Kudini. That's really suggestible. Then multivitamin tablets and zinc tablets are being supplied for frontline health warriors during the times of COVID pandemic. So students can also take those medicines, which are kind of supplementary to the nutritional value, so that we stay in touch with the high immune levels during the times of exam. Then comes a proper sleep and a peace of mind. A very good sleep is very essential so that you retain the memory, you retain the concept. This is very important on one side. Whereas on the other side, to have good immunity, also sleep is very much required. A nice sound sleep, no one is going to achieve anything by just sleeping 4 hours or 3 hours a night sleep and writing for CA exams. We are going to lose our health also, and we are going to forget the concepts also during the exam time. So just have a very good sleep for 6 hours minimum, right from today. If you're planning for writing this July attempt, August attempt, if the exams are being held, then you should really plan for 6 hours of sleep so that our body immunity is high. We are traveling in a CA course is like a marathon. It's not like a 100-meter race. Running a marathon requires much perseverance, much patience, taking one step at a time. It has to be like that. Whereas 100-meter race, I can just hold my breath, just pump into this 100-meter race, finish it in a matter of 10 seconds or 13 seconds, and finish it off. So CA exams being like a marathon-based exam, you have to be very careful about our health generally. And CA students always complain of having hair loss, heat-related issues, eye-related problems while preparing for the exams. So we have to be really careful if we are taking proper care of our health because there is no good mind without a sound body. You have to always have a good physic. Physic is very much important. There is a proverb in Tamil that goes, "சுவர் இல்லாமல் சித்திரம் இல்லை." Without a wall, there is no painting. The wall is like your body, and the painting is like the the performance a person delivers. So without a good health, we cannot really expect to have good exam deliverables. Then what all can come up? Okay, madam, no, no, I'm ready. I'm done with all kinds of preparation. I'm super duper ready for the exam. I'm just waiting for the dates to be announced and centers to be confirmed. I'm going to write the exam. This is for such students. Good. If you're ready, if you're mentally prepared, if you're skillfully prepared, that we have to appear for this exam. I really wish you all good luck. But still, there are a few things which we have to note in case someone on the travel, on your en route to the exam center, if someone stops you and asks you, show me your ID card, where are you traveling, why are you traveling during these pandemic times, we should have really a nice peace of mind to tell that, sir, I'm so and so person, this is my exam ID card, this is my hall ticket, I'm appearing for this exam, 3 hours is the exam schedule. All these kind of patience you should have to explain. If some policeman stops us, asks us, where are you traveling, we should not get panicked. So person who's really ready to appear for this exam, we should have this guts in the mind that what may come. I'm going to appear for the exam in a very clear mind because very clear mind is essential for you to deliver the contents which you have prepared the previous night or the previous whole year. Then small disturbances. These students should not let all these small disturbances come in the way and disturb our mind. And I just told you already what may not come. What if someone directly comes and sneezes us straight on our face? We should be in a situation such that they can handle any kind of delicate position and come out successful with the exams. This is on one side how we have to prepare for the exam with respect to the exam preparation and with respect to the safety things. Next thing which I'd like to tell is what will come if we do not write this exam the month of June and write this November and 2 4 5 months, nothing is going to happen. Because survival, as I told you already, survival is important and being alive is very important. And you don't have to worry. If at all you miss this July attempt or August attempt, nothing is going to happen. You write the next November attempt. If you're trying for first attempt passed out, you try for the November attempt rank. That is all. In matter of 6 months, we are not going to amass a lot of wealth. So keep money, monetary, all these things on the other side. Just think that welfare of every individual in the society is very important. And being alive is very much important for our family. This is one thing which I want to discuss. And I wish you all become chartered accountants as early as possible. And after becoming chartered accountant, we have two ways of continuing with the profession. We can join the industry and do service, or we can do the practice. Whether we are going for practice or we are going for service, we have to be updated with the technology. A lot of technological improvements are happening in our society that really requires not only engineers, not only developers, even chartered accountants to stay in line with the technology. We have heard of a lot of things like artificial intelligence, robotics, blockchain technology, all these things. So we have to be kind of aware of what all these things are, have a brief introduction about what this technology is doing, how these technologies can have impact on our profession as a chartered accountancy profession. Rather than reading the syllabus, that's also important to get through the CA. We should have some kind of touch-ups in all these technological areas so that we can be a competent person when we are appearing for interviews in the after getting through the CA things. As people, as chartered accountants in the age around 40 to 50, find it difficult to get in touch with these technological things. Whereas you students who are CA final exam aspirants, CA exam aspirants in the ages of early 20s, you can be updated with these kind of technologies. You can read articles. Our institute itself provides a lot of materials on the digital learning hub. Such things are available. And a lot of webinars being hosted for these kind of technological stuffs. So I wish you all get through all these kind of technological things, get updated with these things. Rather living on TikTok whole day long, we can also expose ourselves to these kind of technologies. And always remember, before leaving out your home for the exams, make sure you're very confident mentally and physically. And what may come if you're stepping out of the home, you're taking so much risk on your life, so much risk on your family's life, so much risk on your society's life. At that risk you're taking for one exam, that means you should pass in that exam. If not that situation, you don't even step out of your home. This is the level of guts you should have. You should never be like, I'm just writing this setup for experience. All such things should not be there. You're taking the risk. I'm going out of the house today. I'm going to give an exam today. You should pass that exam. Come what may. If you could pass by preparing 14 hours at least for the next 1 month. Prepare for 14 hours and then give the exams. And assess your health every day morning, as I already said you. Assess your health every day morning and be ready to appear for the exam. I think I have conveyed the points which I want to share with you all, friends. Hari sir, over to you, sir.
Very good, Kana.
Sir,
Now, I'm having one doubt. Okay.
sir,
Shall I ask
sir,
the question?
sir, sir,
Why BE to CA?
sir. Sir, actually, this BE thing to CA thing is really funny. Even if I think of such things, no, that sounds funny.
You
But I
started
got
learning in
married,
Pune,
sir.
you settled, and you cleared BE. Nice job also. Why BE to CA? Hmm.
Sir, I got married, sir. After working for 3 years, I got married, and because of the transferable job of my husband's profession, I had to quit my job. Then I was thinking, how much time we can sit at home. Staying home is not an option. And being a studious person, I thought I can take up some competitive exams. Then almost we thought of a lot of options, and then we decided that we have to take CA. But I was very much determined, sir. Like, if I'm going to take this, I will give my best during this intern because from a non-commerce background, as a person is attempting CA means, if that person doesn't clear intern, that's the end of their CA career. So I was very much determined, and now you know why I was chasing you with my answer sheet, sir. Correct this answer sheet for me, sir. There are 2 marks you have not put, sir. The working note is in the next page. You must to see that. So all these small, small things I was concentrating because I thought I think I was also in that do or die situation, sir. I have to perform
You
that
won't
at
allow
all, else
even
my
to reduce
family.
1 mark.
Sir,
You won't allow me to
sir,
reduce even 1 mark. Why, sir? Why, sir?
sir, sir,
In
sir.
test and all.
And all your theory classes were also equally helpful, sir, because I want to suggest that for the students also. Preparing theory is the best way to definitely clear. 40 marks, now we have to get 40 marks in the sense if theory portion is really kept on a safer side, that will give us some cushion. Because I remember attempting theory questions first. While I entered the CFM exam hall, I started writing the answers. I was seeing the question paper. And again, even every month, I had kind of, a small panic thing. Then I perused the question paper. I was like happy. And then I attempted the theory question first because 16 marks I will get in the first 20 minutes itself. I was very confident of the theory. 4 into 4, that was the erstwhile combined costing and effort paper. So the 7A, B, C, D will be theory paper. So 4 into 4, 16 marks. I attempted that because while writing for that 16 marks, I could get this mind, heartbeat, and all to the ground level. I just came out of that excitement, exam fear, and all. So 20 marks, I just kept in my mind while writing the exam that the 20 minutes, 60 marks is safe. That itself gave me a very big boost that I can get through the CFM exam.
Now it's 25
And
marks.
25 marks, then this
That
is
may be the reason
really
you have become costing faculty.
sir, sir, and I should thank you for all the special theory classes which you used to host, sir. Sir will declare today is theory class. I'll go and sit in the first bench. I still remember sir taught me this debt securitization thing. Sir called me to the front and told me how debt securitization thing works. So, so like that we studied, sir, with you,
Second question.
sir,
How you manage your time during that time? Okay, during your student period,
sir.
CA period, because you are having family responsibility
Yes,
and
sir.
managing sir also
Yes,
very
sir. Yes, sir.
difficult because of the other
Yes, sir.
office pressure.
Yes,
Okay,
sir. Yes, sir.
and you have to manage your
Yes,
kid
sir.
baby also. So how you manage all the
Yes,
time
sir.
instead of you have to
Yes, sir.
study, you have studied and you wrote all the
Yes,
tests.
sir.
That it was great.
Yes, sir.
How it was possible? Time management
Yes,
techniques.
sir. I can share that, but yes, sir, I can share that, but that might sound very cruel, sir. You might tell me you're a very cruel mother. It's like that. So I just, during the intermediate time, I had one daughter, and I left my daughter with my mother. Even if she cries, also I will not pay heed because I'm into this thing. So my mother will take care of the daughter. I just pay her visit once in 1 hour or something like that. But we should have that kind of determination, sir, because we cannot do two works at a time. And for CA thing, it's CA or the other thing. We cannot do multitasking with respect to CA. We have to be 100% focused. So I was like that. During final times, it was even more tough because I did not come out of the home. I was staying home, preparing for the kids. So one thing, sir, even while eating, no, small, small things, tips like that. Even while eating also, I used to recall something in my mind. when I'm walking, when I'm packing, when I'm start doing certain things, we recall questions. Even when I talk to my friends or to my husband also, I'll talk to him about a problem, how I solved a problem, or about the theory question, so that never ever a situation arises for me to revise that question. So once I read that question, I discuss immediately with some person that stays in the mind. Before going for the exam, if I revise that question or that the method of solving that problem, that is enough. So combined studies will always work magic, sir. Students should always go for this combined studies. I had a wonderful team of two, three friends who studied with me. Tax and all, we used to study like that. Revisions and all, we used to do like that. I will do 30, 40 pages of law. You do 30 pages of law. You do 30 pages of law. Then we used to sit and study with each other. This combined studies always work like magic for SCA students. So you
Good,
know something, you teach other person. It's a wonderful thing, sir. Yeah.
good, good. Muruganandam is asking one doubt. Muruganandam Vinod, how much marks for theory final old syllabus? Old syllabus, rightly she said, the last question, inter as well as final old syllabus. Last question is a theory question, direct question for 16 marks, plus additional 4 marks to 6 marks. Concept based theory questions will be there. Therefore, not less than 20 marks for the old scheme. Whereas new scheme final, substantially theory part only. Okay. Now, anything else, Kanam?
Yes, sir. I just share all these things. So, students, please take care of your health. Health is very, very important. Being alive is very important. Never risk your health. But at the same time, as I told you, if you're stepping out of the home, exam எழுத போறேன் அப்படின்னா பாஸ் பண்ணிட்டு தான் திருப்பி வரும். That should be the kind of spirit a student should have.
Devanshu is asking, will the exam will cancel to a November exam? Yes, Devanshu, very much chances are there. As per my opinion, in this exam may going to get cancelled, and we have to write, or you have to write only in instead of November, December exam will be there. Now, I would like to invite, okay, Bharat Kumar with a different getup. Welcome, Bharat.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, Bharat sir.
Hi, how are you?
Good, sir. Good.
Very good. Okay. So thank you so much for the session. It was all combined, right from the health to the whole of connecting the wealth for CA. You have completed everything. The takeaways for the students, I thought maybe I can. Sir, I thought on behalf of her, I can also give some takeaways for the student. You are very particular about something called clear mind. So that is only missing, because the mental illness that the students are carrying right now is huge. Now, when she was talking about, I understood only one thing. When Buddha was with his disciples, Buddha was very thirsty. Then he was asked the disciples to take water from the pond, and exactly like how Hari
Sir is also drinking water.
Sir, you are more like Buddha to disciple. You are like to me, sir. So, when he was very thirsty, the first disciple, when it was there, the bullock cart was there near the pond. So it was so very dirty, they were not able to take water. The second disciple, after 5 minutes, again it was dirty. After 10 minutes, the third disciple got the water and came. For a simple reason, how he was able to get a clear water is because the mud will get settled beyond a point of time and the water will obviously rise up. This exactly is happening to the students. Like when you're told clear mind should be there, this clear mind only is what we require. When we think about unnecessary thoughts, automatically your examination, still now we are asking question whether the exams will get postponed or not. Even if it is postponed, they will ask whether November will move to December. Even if it is December, whether it will go to 2021 or not. I understand the students' issue because everybody does the same thing. But one thing is, if you are not concentrating about the exam, but you are concentrating on knowledge, it will be great. So what you emphasized was fantastic. Then you were talking about the kashayam, the kabasurunir that you are talking about. I feel it is, I started drinking from today, and I feel any virus will vanish if you drink about it, because it is like that level. So
yes,
so it is good that we can continuously take it along with the vitamin tablets. It is really fantastic. You're talking about the other courses, the technology that they were. Yesterday, even Patabi sir, when he was there, he told very clearly there is something called Udemy. In that Udemy, you will have many courses. Even day before yesterday, they were talking about a blockchain technology class. that is for some 6 days. So that is all fantastic, because robotic process automation with the technology is like taking up to the next level. So what you told was perfect, because we should also tell them the source. I'm just taking from you and continuing saying, connect with Udemy, you will automatically be able to do it. When we were talking about the MCQs, MPV sir, I still remember in a conference he said, like all the other qualifications for the inter examination, maybe after some years ICA will bring completely MCQ pattern itself. There will be no descriptive pattern. So that level of conceptual understanding, you were able to do it for inter. I feel only that would have fetched you the rank. The most important point is the test series that you wrote. I understood the seriousness when Hari sir said how you will evaluate the papers. It will be like 2-3 times valuation. So it is that responsibility and perseverance. I know that how much you would have longed for something to get a rank, that the students should automatically understand. And a fantastic point you also enunciated, if you can pass the examination in July, you can get a rank in November. Why people are not thinking about all India rank is they think it is always above their head. The only thing is, you do something for 6 months, automatically rank is going to come. So all these points were like really boosting up, and these people can take it again and again to do it. And if they can do it, they will be able to get all India rank with definitely Guru's blessings. Obviously, like how you were there, getting the help from Hari sir, and exactly the same position from me also. If we are able to do some justice, and students who wanted to continuously pursue will definitely get a rank. So thank you so much for this session. It's always been an eye-opener when an air comes and spreads the positive air. So all India rank will always give us the big positivity. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Good, good. Tomorrow also we are having session, 5 o'clock, half an hour session. How to make use of your articleship period and how to get the job opportunity, what all the skill you have to learn during the articleship period, by chartered accountant CA R. Sundararajan sir. He's a CP seminar speaker and a practicing chartered accountant. 3 decades he is doing the practice, well-known chartered accountant from Chennai. He is going to deliver the lecture for CA students. Kindly make use of the opportunity. Tomorrow evening, 5 o'clock, again we are going to meet. Once again, I'm thanking you to our Mathuvanthe. Thank you for your time, Pranav.
Thank you, Mathuvanthe. Thank you.
Thank you, Bharat sir. Thank you, Hari sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, all of you. Bye.